Yesterday we have gone through the evaluation of triple integrals by changing the variables into cylindrical coordinates. Today let us discuss the evaluation of triple integrals by changing spherical into spherical polar coordinates. In order to change the variables into spherical polar coordinates, we have to put x is equal to r sin theta cos phi, y is equal to r sin theta sin phi, and z is equal to r cos theta. So that the Jacobian j is equal to dou x by dou r, dou x by dou theta, dou x by dou phi, dou y by dou r, dou y by dou theta, dou y by dou phi, dou z by dou r, dou z by dou theta, dou z by dou phi. See here, substitute those values. Dou x by dou r is sin theta cos phi, and dou x by dou theta is r into cos theta cos phi. Dou x by dou phi is minus r into sin theta sin phi. Similarly, dou y by dou r is sin theta sin phi. Dou y by dou theta is r into cos theta sin phi. Dou y by dou phi is r into sin theta into cos phi. Dou z by dou r is cos theta. Dou z by dou theta is minus r sin theta. Dou z by dou phi is 0. On expanding this determinant, we get j is equal to r squared sin theta, and this implies that dx into dy into dz is equal to modulus j into dr into d theta into d phi. Modulus j is r squared sin theta into dr into d theta into d phi. So by evaluating the triple integrals, instead of dx into dy into dz, you take r squared sin theta into dr into d theta into d phi. Okay. Next, you must note one point. Yesterday I have told you, in order to change the variables into cylindrical polar coordinates, the reason r should be a cylinder. Likewise, in the spherical polar coordinates are useful when the reason of integration is part of a sphere. And remember, the equation of a sphere is x squared plus y squared plus z squared is equal to a squared. In spherical polar coordinates, it becomes r is equal to a here. I mean, radius of the sphere is a. Okay. And with this, you must note one more point here. If the reason of integration is the whole sphere, then r varies from 0 to a, radius r varies from 0 to a, and theta varies from 0 to pi, phi varies from 0 to 2 pi. When it is the case, if the reason of integration is the whole sphere, not the part of the sphere, if it is the whole sphere itself, then the variables are r, theta and phi varies like this. Next, if the reason of integration is a positive octant of the sphere, I mean if the portion of the sphere lies in the first quadrant only, then you can note the variables. R varies between 0 and a, radius varies from 0 and a, theta varies between 0 and pi by 2 because it lies in the first quadrant only, and phi varies between 0 and pi by 2. You have to remember these two. I mean, if the reason r of integration is the whole sphere, then the r, theta, phi varies like this. Whereas if it lies in the first quadrant only, then r, theta, phi varies in this fashion. R varies from 0 to a, theta and phi varies from 0 to pi by 2. Similarly, if it is a whole sphere, then r varies from 0 to a, theta varies from 0 to pi, and phi varies from 0 to 2 pi. These points you have to remember. Okay. With this, let's go to the examples. Okay. The first example is this. Evaluate a triple integral over the region R of x squared plus y squared plus z squared into dx into dy into dz, where R is the region bounded by the sphere x squared plus y squared plus z squared is equal to a square. And here first point you have to write down here. To change into spherical polar coordinates, put x is equal to what? R sin theta cos phi, and y is equal to R sin theta sin phi, z is equal to R cos theta. So that your dx into dy into dz, as I said earlier, it is equal to R squared sin theta into dr into d theta into d phi, dr into d theta into d phi. And as x squared plus y squared plus z squared is equal to R squared, the limits of integration r varies from 0 to a, theta varies from 0 to pi, and phi varies from 0 to 2 pi, because it is a whole sphere. Okay. Now with this, your triple integral over the region R of x squared plus y squared plus z squared into dx into dy into dz is nothing but integral from phi is equal to 0 to 2 pi and theta from 0 to pi and r from 0 to a of r squared into x squared plus, because of x squared plus y squared plus z squared is r squared, into dx into dy into dz is r squared sin theta into dr into d theta into d phi. Okay. Let us integrate this with respect to r first. If I integrate r squared into r squared means r to the power 4. Of course, sin theta is constant, right? Integral from phi is equal to 0 to 2 pi as it is. Integral from theta is equal to 0 to pi as it is. Into sin theta is a constant here. Integration of r to the power 4 with respect to r is r to the power 5 by 5. And the limits of integration are from 0 to a into d theta into d phi, write it as it is. Integral from phi is equal to 0 to 2 pi, write it as it is. Putting r is equal to a here, it is a to the power 5 by 5. If I put r is equal to 0, it is 0. And sin theta, of course, it is a constant. It is a constant. You write it as it is here. And theta from 0 to pi, right? Theta from 0 to pi. So here the a to the power 5 by 5 a constant. It can be written outside the integration. Integration of sin theta with respect to theta is minus cos theta, and the limits are from 0 to pi into d phi, write it as it is. Yeah, of course, a to the power 5 by 5 constant. Take it outside. Integral from phi is equal to 0 to 2 pi of this minus cos theta. If I put the limits here, it is cos pi minus cos pi minus cos 0 minus ಹೊರಗಡೆ cos pi minus cos 0. This is equal to minus cos pi is minus 1 minus cos 0 is 1. Cos 0 is 1. This is equal to minus into minus plus it is, this is minus 2, it is minus 2 into minus 2. It is plus 2. Plus 2 you write outside. Integral from phi is equal to 0 to 2 pi as it is, and the limits 2 is a constant. Take it outside. Integration of 1 with respect to phi is 5, and the limits are from 0 to 2 pi. If I apply the limits here, it is 2a to the power 5 by 5 into 5 is equal to 2 pi minus 5 is equal to 0, 0. So it is 2 pi into pi. It is 4 pi a to the power 5 divided by 5 is the answer. 2 2s are 4 pi a to the power 5 by 5 is the answer. Okay. Let us take up one more example here. Find the volume of this sphere x squared plus y squared plus z squared is equal to 4. Means it is of the type x squared plus y squared plus z squared is equal to a squared, where a is equal to 2 here. So volume of this sphere is nothing but it is a triple integral of over v of 1 into dx into dy into dz, where v is the region bounded by this sphere x squared plus y squared plus z squared is equal to 4. And here also you can observe that in order to change it into spherical polar coordinates, you have to put x is equal to r sin theta cos phi, y is equal to r sin theta sin phi, z is equal to r cos theta, so that dx into dy into dz is equal to r squared sin theta into dr into d theta into d phi. And you cannot, as it is a whole sphere, r varies from 0 to a means 0 to 2, theta varies from 0 to pi, and phi varies from 0 to 2 pi, right? Therefore required volume is equal to integral from phi is equal to 0 to 2 pi of integral from theta is equal to 0 to pi of integral from r is equal to 0 to 2 of 1 into dr into d theta. It is r squared into sin theta into dr into d theta into d phi, because your j dx into dy into dz is r squared into sin theta into dr into d theta into d phi. So here also let us integrate this with respect to r first. So I write integral from phi is equal to 0 to 2 pi as it is, integral from theta is equal to 0 to pi as it is, sin theta is a constant, put it as it is, integration of r squared is r cube by 3, and the limits of integration are from 0 to 2 into d theta into d phi. This is equal to, here if I put 2, r is equal to 2 here, it is 2 cube, 8 by 3, it is a constant, put it outside. Integral from phi is equal to 0 to 2 pi of integration of sin theta is minus cos theta with respect to theta, and the limits are from 0 to pi into d phi, write it as it is. This is equal to 8 by 3, carry that constant as it is, and apply the limits. If I apply the limits, we get minus cos 0 to pi means it is 2, as I have shown you in your earlier example. It is plus 2 into d phi. And 2, this is a constant. If I take it outside, 8 2s are 16 by 3. And integration of 1 with respect to phi is 5. And the limits are from 0 to 2 pi. Applying the limits, I mean putting phi is equal to 2 pi, it is 2 pi minus 0. So it is 16 by 3. 2 pi minus 0 is nothing but 2 pi, which is equal to 16 2s are 32 pi divided by 2. Is it clear? Like this, your volume of a given sphere, with the help of these triple integrals, we can find the volumes also that we have illustrated through this example. Okay, with this, your syllabus. One more. Yeah, okay, let's go to the next example here. Evaluate integral from 0 to 1, integral from 0 to root of 1 minus x squared, integral from 0 to root of 1 minus x squared minus y squared into dz into dy into dx by root of 1 minus x squared minus y squared minus z squared by changing into spherical polar coordinates. Already we have done this example in a usual manner, but I wanted to now do it by changing the variables into spherical polar coordinates. For that, we put x is equal to r sin theta cos phi, y is equal to r sin theta sin phi, and z is equal to r cos theta. And this implies that your dx into dy into dz is nothing but r squared sin theta into dr into d theta into d phi, where your x squared your sphere equation of sphere is x squared plus y squared plus z squared is equal to r squared. And since the reason of integration is positive octant of the sphere, x squared plus y squared plus z squared is equal to 1. Here we have to note that r varies from 0 to 1 and theta varies from 0 to pi by 2 and phi varies from 0 to pi by 2. Both phi and theta varies from 0 to pi by 2, whereas r varies from 0 to a means 0 to 1. So given integral now becomes integral from phi is equal to 0 to pi by 2 of integral from theta is equal to 0 to pi by 2 of integral from r is equal to 0 to 1 now 1 over square root of, you say, if I take this minus outside, x squared plus y squared plus z squared, but x squared plus y squared plus z squared is equal to r squared here. So instead of x squared plus y squared plus z squared, I put r squared. Square root of 1 minus r squared into dx into dy into dz may be replaced by r squared sin theta into dr into d theta into d phi. So let us integrate this with respect to r first, then with respect to theta, then with respect to phi. So have the brackets in this fashion. Right, integral from phi is equal to 0 to pi by 2 as it is. Integral from theta is equal to 0 to pi by 2. Here sin theta is a constant. Take it outside. And integration of this r you can put r is equal to sin t. So that dr is equal to cos t dt. Square root of 1 minus r squared is square root of 1 minus sin squared t, which is cos t. So this r squared can be written as sin squared t divided by square root of 1 minus r squared may be written as it is cos t into dt, write it as it is, into d theta d phi. And here we have made use of this substitution, means we have taken r is equal to sin t. So you have to check the limits. When r is equal to 0, t is equal to 0, and when r is equal to 1, t is equal to pi by 2. Therefore by the reduction formula, it is t from 0 to pi by 2. Substituting these limits, we get here half into pi by 2 into sin t into d theta here. Yes. Now we integrating this with respect to theta. Of course, taking this pi by 4 outside. Integral from phi is equal to 0 to pi by 2. Integration of sin theta is minus cos theta. Limits are from 0 to pi by 2 into d phi, write it as it is. If I substitute these limits, we get it is equal to 1. Pi by 4, carry this as it is. Integral from phi is equal to 0 to pi by 2 1 into d phi. 1 into d phi integration phi. Pi by 4, carry that as it is. Phi into 0 to pi by 2. Pi by 4 into, substituting these limits, we get pi by 2 minus 0, which is nothing but pi by 2. Pi into pi is pi square. 4 2s are 8. Like this, even if it lies in the first quadrant, first octet of the sphere lies, then you can work out the problems like this. Okay, with this, your whole syllabus of line integrals and multiple integrals is over. Okay, thank you.